Good day, viewer. It's I, NitroSilverNigel, or NitroSilverNigel. Whatever you call me is all good. It's time for a Season 2 thing. We're all here for OCs. Let's do this thing the correct way. We must run the old rule.
Attention. Please don't attempt to steal the images of OCs from this video. These images were commissioned and are not your property to copy. These artists had worked hard for this and the OC owner as well. Please respect the content creators behind this video and any others. Also, do not attempt to illegally download the music from the episode. The musicians have worked hard to create such a great tune. If you need help, please contact the email below on screen. Thank you for your time for reading this and for watching this video.
Oh yeah, it's finally time to reveal the last secret. That's right, it's Moonlight Secret time to shine.
I wasn't sure if that was a pun or just an order of speaking, but nice of you to try.
I tried my best. I guess easy knowing that. Her hometown is Niagara Falls. Occupation, secret keeper of Equestria. Relationship status, single.
Just as powerful as the stars colliding in space, a secret can destroy lives or even create a new one. Now before we start the video proper with Moonlight, we must remember her job has to be the hardest one in Equestria. Much like the Giver, she has to take up the secrets of Equestria and transcribe them to the Royal Sisters. A daunting task for any lesser pony, but this pony is more than strong enough to do this job, as if she was made for it. Now let's commence the show. Meet the OC style.
Moonlight Secret was born in Niagara Falls to loving parents of Moon Shadow Star and Star Mystery as the only child. At an early age, Moonlight had a quiet knack for wanting to study, and her parents wanted nothing more for the best of their daughter. Moon Shadow Star was a famous astronomer who helped discover new stars and constellations in the night sky. He made a living teaching at a local college. Star Mystery was a fortune teller, believed to be a fraud, but those who got their fortunes read by her, they soon became true. You can say that this made a family really famous in the area. The income of both parents allowed them to send Moonlight to the best schools in Niagara Falls.
Already you could get that Twilight Sparkle feel about this Moonlight. Only this time we'll learn more about Moonlight in 10 minutes than we'll know about Twilight in the whole 9 seasons of My Little Pony.
On Moonlight's 10th birthday, it was a double celebration, as only not only she was turning a year older, but she received her cutie mark, which was a crescent moon with a heart-shaped locket. This mark may look confusing for those who aren't well informed with the history of Equestria. As the parents looked to her cutie mark and then to their daughter, they soon understand what their daughter was supposed to become. After the celebration, they sat Moonlight down and handed her a letter which was sent by Princess Celestia. The letter described as a school as extremely gifted ponies, who would be taught and tested on the most difficult magical abilities.
Yes, Moonlight, you have a gift that can change the world for the better. You are a gifted youngster that may one day save the world. Now you may choose your destiny as one of the many ponies that attend a school for gifted youngsters in the magic field. You might even surpass the Princess of the Sun.
Before you can say it, yes, there are many parallels with Moonlight and Twilight, but that is just to say they have a common past. Much like Moon Dancer Life, Moonlight was going to be a path for studying a lot, and I do mean a lot of studying. Only the difference is what will happen to her next in life.
So back to the show. Usually it's me that goes off tangent with these.
Being a top student of the school would have been the chosen pony for a special occupation that no other creature in all of Equestria could ever have. Her nose of the school really sparked an entrance in Moonlight, and she begged her parents if she could attend. You can really guess the answer at this point. Moonlight easily settled into the new school environment and quickly made friends with older school ponies of her age. She found that all of her classes were easy for her, and they would often try to outdo the professor or make lessons more challenging.
It's good to hear that she was settling into that school. Most young people these days struggle in the simplest of classes. Then again, back when we were in school, social media wasn't a thing. Are we old now?
No, Delta. We are just more mature now. Years passed, and many of the students who entered the school had either flunked out, or didn't have what it took to make it through the course, or even couldn't perform the magical requirements. At the end of the spring term, there had been a total of 5 ponies left, 4 mares and 1 stallion, with Moonlight Secret being one of the mares.
Moonlight here has displaced her aptitude to learn and complete tasks that are placed in front of her. Now if you excuse me, Orson Welles, I have a french fry in my beard next to the mini peas.
On the day of the final test, each pony was shown into the auditorium, where all the professors were assembled behind a table. That's where Princess Celestia and Princess Luna. The ponies would then be placed in the middle of the room and given instructions on the type of magical ability they were supposed to demonstrate.
Hold up, wait a minute, let's place some facts in this. how does this even work in the canon MLP timeline? Is she younger than Twilight, and does this take place after the events of the show? Because as of recording this episode, Season 9 hasn't ended yet. Or does this place at thousands of years in the past, and that actually makes Moonlight near immortal? Where does it fall in the timeline for this pony?
Delta, she could simply be a few years younger than Twilight. But then again, the ages in the show are confusing enough. How could Fluttershy be both older than Pinkie Pie and grew up with Rainbow Dash? Now you got me confused!
Well, my work here is done. On to the show.
Moonlight was the last one to go, and she felt incredibly nervous. She was so nervous, in fact, that she was sweating bullets. As pony after pony exited the auditorium, she knew they was drenched in sweat, and their manes and tails were completely frazzled as if struck by lightning. Baffled by their appearance, she tried to focus on what she had learned, but to no avail did it work. As it finally became her turn, she nervously walked into the auditorium and took her place in the center. The professor all stood up, and each of them would use their magic to produce a series of bookshelves, each bearing a ring of a different color at the top. Moonlight looked puzzled at the shelves, and without warning, a pile of scrolls fell from the ceiling and landed at her hooves. Stunned, she stepped backwards to avoid about moments of rolled up paper. It was then that she noticed that each scroll was marked with a different color, a date, and several names.
I think all three of us know where this is going. By three, that's the viewers, Nitrocus, and then me. This part of the story is going to be hard, so bear that in mind.
The dean soon spoke up, and their voice was booming.
Your task is to sort the scrolls by color, then place them on the shelves provided by date and the names in chronological order and alphabetical order.
Moonlight blinked her golden eyes at the scrolls as she concentrated, her horn glowing in a vibrant blue hue, and got to work doing the job that was given to her. She worked as fast as she could while making sure to be correct with her placements. By the time she completed her task, she was covered in sweat, and just like the other ponies, her mane and tail were frazzled. The professor thanked her and told her to go wait in the library with the others. Moonlight left, thinking to herself that she had failed, as other ponies before her had looked at her like she did. Moonlight ventured into the library, using her magic to sew out her mane and tail, and stopped by the water fountain to splash some water on her face. Entering the library, she found the four others sitting by a table around discussing their test and how it went. But as soon as they saw her, they had silenced their conversation.
Nitrocus, I'm getting those same vibes. I feel sad for the protagonist being an outcast from society. Strange enough, happened all the way through watching Deadpool.
You see, most of the friends she has made during her school years hasn't made it this far as she has, and the four remaining ponies were part of a clique of the popular ponies that she never associated with. The four of them went back to talking amongst themselves, quickly casting glances over her and making side remarks. After an hour, the doors of the library opened and Princess Celestia entered carrying a rolled up scroll with a brilliant golden ribbon tied around it. Moonlight stood up and moved to stand in front of her, and the other followed suit. Celestia looked at each of them individually before speaking.
Fellow students of the Sacred Heart, the five of you stand before me the best and most talented ponies in the school. Many before you have come and failed to achieve the level of magic and skill that you five possess. You were tested in that magical skill today, and only one of you will graduate this academy with a very special job that no other pony in all of Equestria will ever possess. Myself, Luna, the professors, and the dean have all witnessed your performance during the test, and we found that one pony stood out among the others to be the perfect candidate for this special obligation. It is with my greatest honor that the graduate of the Sacred Heart Academy to have this bestowed upon them is none other than Moonlight Secrets.
The four ponies turned and looked at her with their mouths open in shock. Moonlight stared at Princess Celestia the same look of surprise as she stepped forward and was presented with the scroll. That's right, Moonlight passed the test and was on a path of success from here on out. She was so shell-shocked that it took longer for her to accept it than for those other students to accept. Celestia and Moonlight left the library together and exited the academy where a chariot awaited them. Climbing inside, the vehicle left and soared into the sky.
Faithful viewer, don't forget what happened to the mare who suddenly got everything she always wanted.
What's that?
She lived happily ever after.
As a young filly, Moonlight always wanted to visit Canterlot, but this wasn't the time to go there. The chariot had another destination, as it flew past and headed to a full mountain, located directly behind Canterlot. The chariot landed and Celestia got out, followed by Moonlight. As the Golden Eyes noticed the base of the mountain, a guard shack with two guards standing at attention. Celestia turned toward them and spoke to them privately, before turning to Moonlight, telling her to go follow. Moonlight follows Celestia up the pathway leading up to the mountain, where she got her first look at the large wooden door that had been placed there. Blinking in absolute wonder, she wondered to herself that what was behind the door. Celestia stopped and turned to look at her prized pupil.
Welcome to the Hall of Secrets. Through those doors is one of the most private places in all of Equestria that no one with the exception of myself and Luna have access to. Inside you will find the Room of Secrets, which is an exact replica of the test that you took this afternoon. There are shelves, each color-coded based on a region of Equestria, and your job will be to use the magic you've learned to organize all of the scrolls and sort them accordingly.
Moonlight looked to the Celestia puzzle and then to the door, confused at why such a place would exist and not open to the public.
Why, all of the secrets of Equestria. When you tell someone something and you ask them not to tell anyone else, that is considered a secret, and it is documented, labeled, and sent to you. You'll sort them by color, date, and name, so they're all cataloged. Now, if the secret is somehow revealed, the scroll will disappear from the shelf. There are a few rules I must relay to you before I bid you adieu. You are not allowed to have any visitors here, unless I happen to bring them. You will be allowed to write to your parents and let them know how you are doing, and then they can relay the information to your friends. But as of this moment, you will have no contact with the outside world except for the guards who will bring you your meals 3 times a day, and any supplies that you might need. There is a bedroom, a bathroom, a kitchen, a small library, and a greenhouse for your use. Are there any questions?
Now, in the mind of Moonlight was much like the giant truth bomb that we just all took in. Secrets are truly magical. How can that be? Moonlight still made up her mind. Moonlight looked at the door and shook her head. As she approached the door, it magically opened up for her. Stepping through, the doors closed behind her, and that was she reminded for the last decade or more.
Whoa, wow, oof. I can't even believe that Princess Celestia can be so cold-hearted about some secrets.
Let's get to that history as a family gets into a sweet potato pie on Thanksgiving.
Can we get serious now? We're now done with the bulk of the video, but we still have a lot left over. We don't want to rob you of your time.
Since working in the Room of Secrets, Moonlight had been doing good with her life. She has since moved on from the mountain to her own home while keeping the job title. She maintains the job with all of her passion and will continue to serve the land with the bearer of Secret Keeper. As of late, Moonlight has been opening up to new ponies to be friends and bridging a relationship with her parents. She still writes to them after her father, Moonshadow, gave her a telescope for her home to study the night sky. She hopes one day to find love and spend the rest of her life with that loved one, though she doesn't want kids. You can say that despite being in a secret job, their life had been anything but a secret. Now for the fun part, the personality traits. Moonlight's personality is that above average. She came from a small village that wanted to make her parents proud to a rural America, completely knowing that all that she can do. She does suffer from some social anxiety due to always being studying as a young filly. You can say that Moonlight is much like Twilight in the personality department. Both are hard workers that care very much about their love for the work that they put into work, as though they love their fellow pony kind with open hearts and ensuring courage. Special fact: Moonlight was born with a heart defect, so should she be startled or exert too much magical energy, her heart will stop and will restart out of the rhythm. She has since received a heart transplant that has been very successful. Her likes includes chocolate, music, and meeting new ponies. Her dislikes includes liars, cheaters, and drama. Without looking as awesome as C, I wish them the best luck in their endeavors. Now time to end the video, and I hope that you, the favorite viewer, had a good time watching. Now DJ, play us out!
The music of the video is provided by Beaky, a famous brony musician in his own right, and the visual talents belong to Kimmy Dawn, a super sweet artist in the community. Please support them by going to their links in the video description.
I hope you enjoyed the works as I did. Remember to smile.